We are Mr. Maroney's 6th grade art history class, and the highlight starts now!
Welcome to WJPS News. I'm Angelice Garcia.
And I'm Abihail Luque, and you're watching The Highlight.
Superintendent Dr. Tu visited WJPS. Sonya Woodham reports.
WJPS students and faculty meet with Superintendent Dr. Tu in an attempt to work together and ensure school safety. A virtual walk was presented to show Dr. Tu around the neighborhood. The walk was originally supposed to be outside, but the weather interrupted our plans. PTA parents come together to voice their opinion about school safety.
Like I could see the people that will do some work for us, and not only we just depend on it, but we all come here to support it.
Superintendent introduces herself to all students in the room. She sees the point of view of both middle schoolers and high schoolers. She believes that it is important that we all work together as students are a key part in the school community.
Would love for you all to come on in because the advisory will consist of principals, assistant principals, teachers, parents, and students. And I want students to be there because you are the most important stakeholder in our school community.
Students and staff were given a paper with a figure and were asked to annotate parts of the body. The annotations were based on how we feel, where we're going, and what we're thinking. This helps students as it presents the idea that ensuring school safety is all about getting the word out there and reaching out for help.
I think a lot of it's just really getting together and forming ideas and school-wide ideas.
Dr. Tu is superintendent of districts 24 through 26 and 30. You can contact her at 718-281-3517. I'm Sonya Woodham reporting for WJPS News, The Highlight.
Claudio Corte introduces us to a talented volleyball player.
Alex Wu is a 10th grader at WJPS who likes to play volleyball. His main objective is to play for fun, and he has improved his technique by watching videos on the internet.
I started playing volleyball last year because of the gym unit, and now I really enjoy it.
Alex likes to work on his form and technique, which is part of his style of play that includes a lot of passing.
Yeah, volleyball is my favorite sport. It was really easy to get good at, and the rules are really simple.
Alex usually brings his own ball to school so he can play outside every day. Apart from that, he has his own equipment at home. And after a lot of practicing, he's going to try out for the volleyball team next season.
I bought a volleyball net a while ago, and I practiced for 3 to 4 days in a week. After playing it for a while, I really enjoyed it, and now I'm trying out for the volleyball team.
He's consistent with the idea that practice makes perfect, and he also likes to teach his friends how to play.
Alex's favorite move is the jump serve. Enjoy like this. I'm Claudio Corte reporting for WJPS News, The Highlight.
The World Cup has finally ended, and fans are marking Argentina's victory. Here's Luca Vivar with more.
Messi and the rest of Argentina have won the World Cup. Argentina fans are praising him and the rest of the team for their wonderful victory against France in penalty.
My opinions never changed on what people were saying about Messi or anything. I still thought he was one of the best in the world, and win or lose, we were still going to love him no matter what.
This game had many turning points, especially when France was able to tie the game 2-2. Many Argentinian fans couldn't even believe what they were seeing.
Goals came within in a minute and a half of each other, so there wasn't a lot of time to even be nervous. It was just a tie game. But I felt that Argentina was in this situation before with the Netherlands, so I thought that, they could probably get through it.
It has been 36 years since Argentina has last won a World Cup. For many, this is a first.
Porque somos argentinos, solamente es algo que lo siento en Argentina. La felicidad, la alegría que nunca le viví en mi vida es primera vez, con 21 años.
Many Argentinian fans found confidence in the fact that the penalty shootout was the way to end the game, especially since Argentina has won penalty shootouts a majority of the time.
I felt pretty confident about penalties. Martinez, the goalie, has been there a lot of times, and we've been pretty lucky with penalties. So I was confident. Obviously, like anybody can win at penalties. So
Argentina has won their first World Cup since the Great Maradona 36 years ago. Fans will continue to celebrate as much as they can over the next 4 years until the next World Cup comes into play.
Argentinian fans are still celebrating their wonderful victory against France. Celebrations are going crazy with drums and flags waving all over the place. I'm Luca Vivar Amaya reporting for WJPS News, The Highlight.
Carl Guerrier is a senior at WJPS who has a hobby of flying planes. Carl started to fly planes around 8th grade and is currently in flight school.
I started around 8th grade. I actually saw an advertisement on Instagram of a guy I knew flying planes, and the flight school recommended that like anybody could fly at any age.
Carl practices flying planes every week for a few hours in and out of the state. Alongside Carl is his instructor who teaches him and makes sure he follows every safety rule.
You always have that safety net next to you, so if you mess up at any time, you always have your instructor next to you. It's all about listening and being smart.
Carl has to learn about other factors in flying such as weather and aerodynamics. He also makes sure to learn about the in and outs of each plane he flies.
It's a lot of ground school. It's not always learning in the plane, it's learning outside of the plane, like in a classroom setting as well, because you make mistakes in the air, you don't learn from that.
In the future, Carl hopes to work for a major airline and make aviation his full-time career. I'm Ameen Afroz, reporting for WJPS News, The Highlight.
And here's the weekend weather forecast with our middle schooler of the week.
Thanks for this weather's forecast. On Friday, there will be a high of 56 degrees and a low of 35 degrees with a 1% chance of rain. On Saturday, there will be a high of 46 degrees and a low of 35 degrees with a 0% chance of rain. And on Sunday, there will be a high of 48 degrees with a low of 38 with a 6% chance of rain. I'm Spiro Schmelke, and now back to the studio.
And that's a wrap for our show.
For Abihail, Luque, and the rest of the WJPS News team, I'm Angelice Garcia, and thank you for watching.